Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and in this video I will be going over the top 4K Blu-ray releases of October 2023. Another month is in the books, and wow, October was pretty packed with both new releases and catalog titles. There were a lot. If you were a collector, you were eating pretty good, and it definitely put a hurt on the wallet, and November is shaping up to be equally impressive. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot to pick up this past month, and I thought I would divide this haul into two separate videos. So I'm going to be doing a general new release 4K pickups for October, and if you're a Patreon member, I will go ahead and do the top 5 catalog releases of this past month. There were that many titles that came out. So if you're not a member of Patreon, head on over there and check out that video later today. So we're going to go over this one. I think that this first entry, this is definitely a divisive movie. It is what it is. But if you're a 4K collector and you like the film, Barbie, visually, I think it's one of the best looking movies on this list for 2023. It is a beautifully clean image. There's a lot of pink, and the HDR grading on this really accentuates the palette. This looks fantastic. I would have probably put this one a little bit higher on the pickup list if the Dolby Atmos matched it. The Dolby Atmos was fine, but I felt like it was a little bit of a wasted opportunity. They could have done a little bit more audio-wise. If you're not really a huge audio fan, I think it'll sound just fine to you, and it is. But really, I would have liked just a little bit more. But visually, this is a stunner, and once again, if you're a fan of the film, pick up the 4K. I think you'll really like what you see. Shifting gears for a moment, this is a A24 horror film, and it's the complete opposite of Barbie. Trust me, I'm talking about Talk to Me. I love a good horror movie that utilizes Atmos effectively, and this one does a really solid job. It's a dark movie. I mean, there's a lot of, I would say, shadowy interiors, nighttime scenes. It's not particularly colorful, but the black levels are dialed in almost perfectly, and just the overall image looks really good. But you come for the picture, but you stay for the audio, because this one gives you a fully immersive experience. It's a really entertaining film, and audiophiles will definitely enjoy what they hear. So yes, Talk to Me on 4K is a top pick for October. All movie is subjective, of course, but I am a sucker for giant monsters, whether it is something like Godzilla or, in this case, a giant shark. And this movie is, I'll say it, it's not very good, but I still had a good time with it. And Meg 2 The Trench, this is a very well-rounded visual and audio experience. Warner Brothers did a really solid job with this one. You get that nice clean picture. That tropical setting looks excellent, and it really brings out the lushness of the colors. It's bright and vivid, but the Atmos on this one is also, it does not disappoint whatsoever. This has a good audio track. It's a lot of fun. There's some good immersive elements here, and I think if you are somebody who appreciates both a picture and audio portion of a 4K disc, you're going to really like this one. The movie, once again, subjective, but if you are a fan of it, I do recommend you pick up Meg 2 The Trench on 4K. It is another good pick for October. Another solid entry in this past month. Once again, this could, I was debating whether to put this on the new release or catalog. A case could be made for both, because it did premiere on Hulu. We never thought we would get a physical copy of any kind, but Disney has apparently been changing their minds, and they put out a really good disc. So I'm including it in this video because I feel really strongly about it. Prey. The 4K release of this is great. This has a beautiful looking picture. That setting that this film takes place in is gorgeous. That HDR just gives you a nice richness to the palette. It looks beautiful. And the Atmos, it kills anything that you're going to experience on streaming. This is the case of why physical media is so much better than streaming anything, at least when it comes to audio. Picture, it gets pretty close, but audio still, it can't be matched. And the Atmos on this one is rock solid. This is a fantastic physical release. We're very happy to have it now. Prey on 4K, I highly recommend you pick this one up as soon as you can. And for my last pick of the top 5 4K releases of October 2023, it's got in just under the wire. It squeaked right in there. But the last day of the month is still the last day of the month. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 on 4K is a high recommend. If you're at all a fan of this film, this is the one to get. Because, wow, I mean, visually this looks great. It has some nice breathtaking locales that make really good use of Dolby Vision, some nice natural colors, and the palette looks really good. But the Dolby Atmos on this, it is second to none. This is going to be a contender for one of the best discs of 2023. We're getting really close to the end of the year. I got to start thinking about the top 10. But Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, that's such a mouthful. But the 4K release is this is one of those movies that if you like a good action film, this will definitely scratch that itch. Yeah, it runs a little bit long and there's some pacing issues. I understand that. And of course we have the whole second movie thing coming out in a couple years. But as it stands right now, this is one of the best 4K releases of this past month. I just encourage you to pick this one up and check it out for yourself. I highly recommend it. So those are my top 5 4K releases for this past month of October 2023. Now it's your turn in the comment section below to let me know what your top 5 4K discs were for this past month. And also, if you're a Patreon or thinking about becoming a Patreon, head on over there. Later today, I will have the top 5 catalog releases of October 2023, so check it out. And if you're interested in any of the titles I did mention in this video, I will go ahead and leave direct Amazon links in the comments section. It will really help out the channel if you use them. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.